after 2 simplifying expressions. This section is talking about order of operations. This is also, you probably remember it as PEMDAS, or Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally. And it's the order in which we simplify our expressions. So here's PEMDAS, and P stands for parentheses. E stands for exponents. M is for multiplying. D is for division. A is for addition. And S is for subtraction. So, you are going to use this for the whole entire chapter. It never goes away, so even when we're out of this section or this unit, you still have to remember your order of operations. It's important to remember the left-right rule. If you have only addition or subtraction left and you're trying to simplify something, so like if I would give you this expression and I told you to simplify it, you notice that you only have addition or subtraction, and subtraction. So you would make sure that you go from the left to the right. So you do 5 minus 6 plus 2 plus 5 minus 4. You don't necessarily add the 5 and the 2 together and the 5 and the 2 negatives and subtract them. You've got to make sure that you go from the left to right. Because there are times when it will make you get the wrong answer if you don't use the left to right rule. Same thing if you have multiplication and division left. You want to make sure that you just go from the left to the right. So you would do 5 divided by 6 times 2 divided by 5. So those are the rules of order of operations. Example number 1. If I gave you, 1 times 5, and I wanted you to tell me whether it was greater than, less than, equal to 1 divided by 5. So you look at this, you do 1 times 5 is 5, and 1 divided by 5 is just 1 over 5. So you would use a greater than sign, a less than sign, a greater than equal to, a less than equal to, or equal sign. Those are all your inequalities. So when you look at this, you go, okay, I know that 5 is greater than 1/5. So you would have 5 is greater than 1/5. We'll make this A. Let's do a part B. What if I gave you 3 plus 2 over 3 minus 2, 6 plus 4 over 6 minus 4. Now these ones have fraction bars, so you want to make sure you do what's on top first. So you would have 5 on top, 3 minus 2 is 1, 6 plus 4 is 10, 6 minus 4 is 2, so you know that you have 5, and 10 divided by 2 is 5, so you know that these are equal to. And this would be the sign that you're looking for. Example number 2. What if I gave you 12 minus 5 minus 2 plus 3? Now on this one, you gotta make sure you're using your order of operations, and you would have to use the left to right rule because you have subtraction and addition only left over. And if you had simplified and got this answer, again, you'd have to use the left to right rule. So you're going to do 12 minus 5, 7 minus 2. Well, 7 minus 2 is 5, and 5 plus 3 is 8. So your final answer is 8. What if I gave you 4 squared minus 6 divided by 2 plus 3? On this one, you don't have any parentheses, but you do have an exponent. So you're going to do 4 squared is 16 minus 6 divided by 2 plus 3 is left over. Now, so you have parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division. So we have division right here. So we're going to have 16, and negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. And now we can do the left to right rule because you only have subtraction and addition left. So you would do 16 minus 3 is 13 plus 3 equals 16. Let's do a part C here. What if I gave you 14 minus 2 brackets 9 minus 2 parentheses 5 minus 3. Now whenever you have brackets, you're going to look at those first and pretend that the 14 minus 2 or anything outside of the brackets is not there. So we're going to do order of operations just looking at these brackets right here. So we would do our parentheses first. 5 minus 3 is 2. Then we would do our multiplication. So negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. And then we could do 9 minus 4, which is 5. Then we will look at what we have left over. We have 14 minus 2. So we have this brackets means that you're multiplying these two, just as if you had parentheses around that 5. You would do 5 times negative 2, which is negative 10. 14 minus 10 is negative 4. Excuse me, not negative, positive 4. Let's try one more. Let's do D. 3 squared over 5 minus, parentheses, 3 minus 1. Now, you want to look at what's on top of the fraction bar first. We have a 3 squared, so we're going to have 9 on top of the fraction bar. And then we are going to simplify what's on the bottom here. So we're going to look at the parentheses first. 3 minus 1 is 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Final answer.